Welcome to Romeo and Juliet, Act 1, Scene 1. Miss Unterlander and Mr. Thompson are here with you. We are going to do a read-through. Miss Unterlander, can you tell me what parts you'll be reading today?
Well, today I will be reading for Gregory, Abram, Lady Capulet, Lady Montague, and the Prince.
Perfect. I'll take Samson, Tybalt, Capulet, Montague, and Romeo, which leaves Benvolio for you, the student, to read. So when we get to those parts, we'll leave a space and we'll follow along with the mouse so that you can fill in those words. We'd encourage you to read it out loud, have some fun, shut the door, send whoever's in the house away, and you can try your hand at reading some Shakespeare with us. All right, so why don't we take a quick look at the list of characters. I think what's important to know at the beginning is that we've got two groups, the Montagues and the Capulets, and they're at odds with each other. There's a long-standing family feud that they've been having. Romeo is part of the Montague family, and Juliet is part of the Capulet family. Is there anything we should add before we commence?
I think you've covered it.
All right, that's about all we need to know for now. So let's go to the chorus, which actually will give away the entire plot of the play, but that's okay. This is just some dramatic irony that's being added, so we will know what's going on here, even if the characters don't.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Indeed, we will toil. All right, scene 1. Enter Samson and Gregory with their swords and bucklers at the house of Capulet. Gregory, on my word, will not carry coals.
No, for then we should be colliers.
I mean, and being collar will draw.
Aye, while you live, draw your neck out of your collar.
I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
The dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
The dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take to the wall any man or maid of Montagues.
That shows thee a weak slave, for the weakest goes to the wall.
'Tis true, and therefore women, being the weaker vessels, are ever thrust to the wall. Therefore, I will push Montague's men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall.
The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men.
It is all one. I will show myself a tyrant when I have fought with the men. I'll be civil with the maids. I'll cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids?
Aye, the heads of the maids, or their maiden heads. Take it in what sense you will.
They must take it in sense that feel it.
Me they shall feel while I am able to stand, and 'tis known I'm a pretty piece of flesh.
'Tis well thou art not fish. If thou hadst been poor John. Draw thy tool. Here comes the house of Montagues.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Oh, fear me not.
No, marry, I fear thee.
Let us take the law on our sides. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass by, and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare. I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law on our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir? Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
No, sir. But if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better.
Well, sir.
Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Ah, yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw if you be men. Gregory, remember thy swashing blow. What? Art thou drawn amongst these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death. What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have at thee, coward! Clubs, bills, and partisans, strike them, beat them down!
Down with the Capulets! Down with
Down
the
with the
Montagues!
Montagues! Oh, what noise is this? Give me my longsword, ho!
A crutch! Why call you for a sword?
My sword, I say! Old Montague is come and flourishes his blade in spite of me. Oh, thou villain, Capulet! Hold me not, let me go.
Thou shalt not stir 1 foot to seek a foe. Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor's stained steel. Will they not hear? What ho, you men, you beasts, that quench the fire of your pernicious rage with purple fountains issuing from your veins. On pain of torture, from those bloody hands throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil bras bred of an airy word by thee, old Capulet Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets and made Verona's ancient citizens cast by their grave beseeming ornaments to wield old partisans in hands as old. Cankered with peace, depart your cankered hate. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of your peace. For this time all the rest depart away. You, Capulet, shall go along with me, and Montague, come you this afternoon to know our farther pleasure in this case. To old Freetown, our common judgment place. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient quarrel new abroach? Speak, nephew, were you by when it began?
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Many a morning hath he been seen there, with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew, adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs. But all so soon as the all-cheering sun should in the farthest east begin to draw the shady curtains from Aurora's bed, away from light steals home my heavy son, and private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and portentous must this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove. I neither know it, nor can learn it from him. Both by myself and many other friends, but he, his own affections' counselor, is to himself, I will not say how true, but to himself so secret and so close, so far from sounding and discovery. As is the bud bit with an envious worm, ere he can spread his sweet leaves to the air, or dedicate his beauty to the same, could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, would as willingly give cure as know. I would thou wert so happy, by thy stay, to hear true shrift. Come, madam, let's away. Oh, is the day so young? Ay me, sad hours seem so long. Was that my father that went hence so fast? Not having that which having makes them short. Out of her favor where I am in love. Ah, alas, that love, whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh, me, what a fray was here! Yet, tell me not, for I've heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more to do with love. Oh, why then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing first create? Oh heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking, sleep that is not what it is. This love feel I that feel no love in this way. Dost thou not laugh? Good heart at what? Why, such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate, to have it pressed with more of thine. This love thou hast shown doth add more grief to too much of mine own. Love is a smoke made with fume of sighs, being purged of fire sparkling in lovers' eyes, being vexed, a sea nourished with loving tears. What is it else? Madness most discreet, a choking gall, and a preserving sweet. Farewell, my coz. Tut, I've lost myself. I'm not here. This is not Romeo. He's somewhere otherwhere. What shall I groan and tell thee? A sick man in sadness makes his will, a word ill urged to one that is so ill. In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman. A right good marksman, and she's fair, I love. Well, in that hit you miss, she'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit, and in strong proof of chastity, well armed. From love's weak childish bow she lives uncharmed. She will not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saint-seducing gold. Oh, she is rich in beauty, only poor that when she dies, with beauty dies her store. She hath, and in that sparring makes huge waste, for beauty starved with her severity cuts beauty off from all posterity. She is too fair, too wise, wisely too fair to merit bliss by making me despair. She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead that live to tell it now. Teach me how I should forget to think. 'Tis the way to call hers exquisite in question more. These happy masks that kiss fair ladies' brows, being black, puts us in mind they hide the fair. He that is strucken blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note, where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget. So that ends our reading of Act 1, Scene 1. Miss Unterlander, any last thoughts before we sign off?
Oh, well, those Capulets and Montagues sure seem to hate each other.
They really do. It's not pleasant, but Romeo doesn't seem really involved. He just seems sort of separate from it all.
He seems pretty depressed.
Absolutely. I think Shakespeare, somehow he captured the modern day teenager really well back in the 1600s. I don't know how he did that, but this reminds me of a modern day teenager.
Yeah, I forgot how many metaphors he uses to describe his unrequited love.
Absolutely. I love the, where were they? We got the juxtaposition in the oxymorons there. Those were a lot of fun. Very cool. Well, thank you very much for reading through. And hopefully you, the student, had some fun reading your part. And we will touch base with you in a future act and scene.